Hello everybody, my name is Benjamin Bloom and I have just witnessed Charlton 2, Sunderland 1 in the League One playoff final. Charlton, after a horrific start, promoted to the Championship with a goal, 5 seconds left of injury time to go. Incredible beginning and incredible ending to this match that sees Sunderland remain with their parachute payments in League One for another season, and Charlton, with their bonkers owners and Lee Bowyer in charge for the first season, make an unlikely promotion back up to the Championship. Here is what happened. So Charlton line up. It's Phillips in goal. Bielik, Bauer and Sarr. It's a back three that they start with. Dijksteel and Purrington are the wing-backs. Cullen is kind of sat in front of those guys as the playmaker, with Pratley and Aribo ahead of him centrally. Parker and Taylor are a conventional front two. Sunderland, sort of, depends how you look at the way the central midfield's configured, either a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-2 diamond, depending on how you look at this. 4-3-3. So McLaughlin in goal, O'Neill is right back, Ozturk, Flanagan centre backs, Oviedo left back. You've got Catamol and Leadbitter in the centre of midfield. It starts with Power off to the right, Maguire the left, Honeyman centrally, but a lot of rotation with those guys. Wyke, the big guy, up front. Power down the left on 4, stands it up to the back post. Little nick there, probably didn't even want to touch that one, and it is drilled back in and cleared out. Charlton then take the restart, and it is just one of the most incredible playoff goals you'll ever see. The ball is knocked out to Sarr in basically the kind of left centre-back position. He doesn't have anything on centrally, and he does not want to play this one long. So he doesn't really turn his body back. He plays the ball back with his left foot to Phillips in goal. There's a bit of pace on it, but it's not a difficult one to control. And Phillips just isn't ready to receive the pass. And of all the things to happen, he gets his feet wrong. He moves to his right. He's not quick enough. The ball goes straight past him and straight into the gaping net. And we know how much there is on playoff games. And 4 minutes in, such a fortuitous own goal, and Sunderland have the lead in the playoff final. Disastrous stuff, especially for the goalkeeper Phillips there. Will he be able to come back for it? Charlton look really nervous at the back now. 6 minutes in, long one forward. They're making bad decisions. Falls to Wyke. He volleys it into the crowd. There's a handball shout, but it is knocked away and cleared. 9 minutes. Max Power only lasts 9 minutes of this game. Don't know what happened there. So Morgan comes in for Power. He's going to play down that right hand side. Sunderland in down the right. Morgan, early impact, crosses, cleared out to Leadbitter. He's about 25 yards out, right hand side of the goal, hits it low, it's going in the corner, and Phillips redeems himself somewhat, and it doesn't quite work like that when you can see no own goal like that, but he gets down well to make the save. It's kind of good to see him back in the game and not horribly affected by that terrible mistake. 19 minutes, Charlton are finally beginning to settle in the game. They moved the ball well, actually. Aribo wins a free kick in a dangerous spot there. 24, Cullen takes the corner, outswinger, right-footed. Bauer up from the back. He's 15 yards out. It's a free-ish header. Heads that one over the top. Another sighter from Leadbitter on 25. A low one. Trickles through, really. Easy save there for Phillips to make. On 26 is a big diagonal to Purrington. The game's opening up. Flicked on by Parker. The ball is coming to Taylor. It's fallen. He's got to take this on the half volley. He's on the angle, on the right foot. Maybe he could take a touch. I don't know. The defender's out to him. It doesn't come down, and he hits the volley diagonally over the top. It would have been a hell of a finish from there. I wonder if he opens up his body, dummies the shot, whether he can win a penalty out of that one. But easy from sitting up in the stands. Charlton coming into the game now. They play some nice football. They've got some good players. And on 34 minutes, they get the equalising goal, and it's a really nice goal as well. The build-up is down the right. Dijksteel comes forward, and Aribo is supporting him. They're going to get an overload. Parker's over there as well. Taylor's over there. Aribo comes inside. He's on the ball outside the box. Dijksteel has come across from right wing back, Sheffield United style. He's right up into the box. Aribo fires it in low, and it's a lovely little ball out to Taylor. Now he's got not a lot of time. He's on the right hand side. He crosses it low across the box. It's a lovely early cross along the floor, and they are queuing up on the back post, and Purrington from point blank range, I think there's two of them over. The damage was done by the overload. The ball comes across, and he has got time to stick that one into the empty net. And a real nod to the way that Bowyer's got Charlton playing. There's one wing back in the box playing that real key pass through, and the other one arriving on the far side to put that one in the net. They'd had that horrible own goal settled back into the game and get what I consider at that point a deserved equaliser there. 43, Honeyman flies past Sarr here. Lazy leg by the guy with the own goal to his name here. Yellow card. Morgan wastes the free kick. We get to half-time. Some sort of equilibrium reached here. Just getting over that terrible start for Charlton. Just the stuff of nightmares. Sarr putting the back pass with his left foot, and Phillips just... he won't ever want to see that one again, and he won't want this game to be defined like that. Sunderland did push on. I thought there was a danger if Sunderland got a second goal in that sort of 5 to 15 minute spell that Charlton's kind of shock could just put them completely out of the tie. Charlton come into it. They're launching attacks from the back. Cullen getting on the ball neat and tidy. Aribo, lovely quick acceleration and change of pace, kind of dictating things further on. Thought they looked a good side, and they get what I thought was a deserved equaliser. Nice bit of football, and Purrington at the back post sticks that one in. Into the second half, and a bit of a key moment here because Pearce comes in at centre half for Sarr. Is it a straight swap for a red card risk? Possibly. But what we then see is Bielik is going to move up into a midfield position. He's going to sit. I think Bowyer thinks there's not that much threat from Sunderland up top. Only Wyke, and they've got three centre-backs playing against him. So he takes a centre-back out, puts him into midfield. Cullen pushes further forward. Pratley is alongside him centre-half. Aribo's going to play off the front two. Now, on paper, that looked like a good move, but all that did was kind of take a lot of the strengths that Charlton had in the first half away from them. They had good width from the wing back, and Cullen was naturally in space, more of a ball player than Bielik. And you'll see how the second half goes, that sort of plays into Sunderland hands, I would suggest. 54. Nice move down the right. Honeyman is in space. Early cross here. Morgan gets to the near post, but it comes at him too quickly, and he can't control the finish. On 56, Grigg comes in for Maguire, and Jack Ross is going to match things up with a... So you've got 4-2-4-4-2 diamonds here. Ledbit is going to sit. Catamol. Honeyman comes into central midfield. Morgan is playing off the front, and it's a front two now of Grigg and Wyke. You're looking for the big man, quick man combination up front, but the game is now going to get very narrow. Tension is ramping up. Tackles are going in. Some credit to the referee. He's letting things go fairly well until 64. Grigg coming and helping back in a right back position. He takes a yellow card. Now, there's two players on the bench here who have questionable fitness but not questionable talent, and that is Johnny Williams and Aidan McGeady, and they're both going to come in. Bowyer lays his cards down first. Williams comes in for Pratley on 70 minutes. He's going to go off the front. Aribo is moving further back here. He joins him in central midfield, and they want Williams to carry the threat now. Ross responds immediately. It's more back to a 4-3-3. Now Grigg at the head of it. McGeady's going to play off to the right. Morgan to the left, and you've got three-man midfielder. Ledbitter, Catamol and Honeyman further back. You can see Aribo and Honeyman just get moved around to kind of cover wherever they need to. 72. O'Neill clatters into Williams. Immediate effect from Williams here, picking up the ball and driving. Yellow card here. Free kick swung over. Bielik is up well but cannot direct the header. Oviedo in off the left now. There's space for the fullbacks against this narrow Charlton midfield. Comes inside the right foot, is from 25 yards out. At this point, Sunderland are on top. They're playing against the narrow midfield well. It looks like Leadbitter and Catamol have got the idea of a lateral switch quickly, and there's going to be a lot of space to get up and attack. 81, Grigg flashes a header across the goal. I think it's Bauer in the way of that one. Leadbitter takes a yellow on 82. They're struggling to stop Williams. It's a good little cameo from the Welshman here. 83, McGeady. They're fearful of him. He gets into that pocket where we know he's going to try and curl one with the right foot. Can't get this one on target. It's cagey. They don't want extra time. We come up to full time. 92, Flanagan hauls back Taylor for a yellow card. And we're running out of time. Free kick on the left-hand side. Williams, he takes it quickly. They've brought men forward, though, as Williams takes it. A little bit of confusion here. Aribo gets it. He cuts inside. It's a little back heel. The box is full. Cullen is on the ball. Both Aribo and Cullen, they want to cross it in with the right foot. Cullen, he engineers it. He manages to swing the ball in. The clock is ticking down. 93 minutes, 52, 53. They're up at the back post. The first header goes in. It gets blocked. It falls to Bauer, the captain. And with 5 seconds to go, Bauer slams the ball into the net. And Charlton have the winning goal. 5 seconds of stoppage time to go. Absolute sickener if you're a Sunderland fan. Absolute joy if you're a Charlton fan. There's going to be no time left. So everyone off the bench from Charlton running. The fans go crazy. Bauer runs over to the side to get mobbed. That is a promotion winning goal. And we know this because play starts again. It's lobbed forward once, cleared, and the full-time whistle goes. The latest, most dramatic playoff winner. It never lets us down, does it? And Charlton win promotion back up to the Championship. Incredible stuff. As I said, summing up the first half, horrendous start, own goal. Sunderland on top, could have pressed the advantage home, didn't quite. Charlton get into the game. Lovely goal for the equalizer. But when we get into the second half, I just felt that Bowyer's change of shape didn't work. And I felt that Sunderland were playing the occasion better than Charlton in the second half without necessarily creating too much chances. But we did not see Aribo getting into the game in the second half. We didn't see Dykesdale or Purrington getting forward. They were now no longer wing-backs. And it felt like Bielik in that deep-lying midfield position wasn't the creative force that Cullen was. So I made Sunderland the better side in the second half, really going into extra time. The only thing in Charlton's favour, I thought, was there was a number of Sunderland players on yellow cards, and Williams seemed to make that cameo. He made a bigger impact than McGeady, and then it can happen. Chuck the ball into the box with 5 seconds to go, and your big centre-half in there with the goal. Maybe against the run of players, the second half went, and Charlton have the win. So incredible stuff for Charlton. Like I say, it's a great story. Steer left, I believe the top scorer left as well in January. We know all about the owners, all about the protests, and all about the troubles at Charlton. They're built on young players, they're built on pace and skill, a couple of loanees in there. So brilliant stuff from Bowyer, brilliant stuff from Charlton, and in my capacity as a Championship vlogger, for those of you familiar with the channel, I will be looking forward to going to Charlton next year and seeing a lot of these players who have just got Charlton up there. From Sunderland's point of view, I guess it's a failure, isn't it? They've got the second of 3 Premier League parachute payments coming in. They've got 35 million come in this season. They've got real experience and quality. Leadbitter, Catamol, McGeady, Grigg coming in for 4 million. You'd say financially they were far and ahead of everybody else in League One, but Luton and Barnsley making those top 2 places. Do they regret resting players on the final day of the season and not having necessarily an easier semi-final. I don't know, does that matter? But be very interested to see people's views. Now, there will be another parachute payment coming in, I guess a 15 million parachute payment. So again, you'd still make Sunderland strong favourites to be right up there next season. And my team, Ipswich, will be obviously going up against Sunderland next season down there in League One. But really, when you look at the big picture and the advantages they've had, that huge support, that kind of status as a big club, does this... I know it's a very, very late defeat and I'm probably being a bit harsh, but does this kind of in the big picture rank as a failure when you see that it's Charlton, Luton and Barnsley that have gone up ahead of Sunderland, big teams down there in League One? Really enjoyed the game, really enjoyed the occasion. 76,000 in Wembley, lots of people coming down for the game today. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you agree? Big triumph for Charlton. If you're a Charlton fan, let me know how good a job Lee Bowyer has done. If you're a Sunderland fan, what's the deal now? How do you proceed going forward, going into next season? Does some reshaping have to be done financially? And is this in the big picture a failure, or are you still well behind Jack Ross and saying this is a very unlucky late defeat? If you're neutral watching this, did you think possibly Charlton just snatched that at the end? It looked like the territory was going Sunderland's way as we were going into extra time. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're one of my Championship subscribers, are you looking forward to a trip to Charlton and having Charlton back in the division next year? Let me know. Follow me on Twitter at Benjamin Bloom. Get your comments coming in. Subscribe. Hit the bell button for notifications. I will be back in this very area tomorrow to watch Aston Villa and Derby duke it out in the £180 million match. Thank you for watching. Commiserations to Sunderland. Congratulations to Charlton. Promoted to the Championship. Over and out.